In this lesson, we're going to be given a reference angle, and we want to identify the opposite, the adjacent, or the hypotenuse in the given triangle. So the first thing is reference angle. What is that? That is the angle that you are referring to in the diagram. So if I want to refer to angle A when I consider the opposite or adjacent side, that is the angle that I would look at. I could also look at angle B as my reference angle. Typically, we look at the acute angles, the angles that sum to 90 or are less than 90 in that right triangle, which would be A and B in this scenario. Okay, so now if I'm thinking about angle A as the angle I am referring to, which side is opposite or across from angle A? So if I draw a dashed line, or let's say I were to use my hand to cover up angle A. So if I cover it up with my hand, the only side that is left is the opposite side, which would be BC in this case. Okay, so opposite means across from, and again, if we are using our reference angle as angle B, then we would have a different reference angle. We would have a different side that would be opposite, and that would be AC. Adjacent is the side that is next to the reference angle, and when we do these kinds of problems and you're starting to do trigonometry, I would always label your hypotenuse first. The reason being why I would label my hypotenuse, which is the longest side of our right triangle, opposite or across from that 90-degree angle, is because the hypotenuse has its own name, so it cannot be used for my adjacent or my opposite side. It has its own name, it cannot be adjacent or opposite to angle A or to angle B or the acute angles. So if I go to angle A and I kind of next to it, right, that makes a little J, that means adjacent. So AC would be adjacent or next to angle A. And if I were to look at angle B, the side next to or adjacent to it, again, I have to go out and come back and make this little J shape, that would be BC. So the last thing I want to talk about is the Greek letter theta. So you could see a theta symbol, which is kind of like a circle with a line drawn through it. This we use in mathematics to represent an angle. So I just want to cover that as well in case you see that symbol.